I'm Brad Barton, and welcome to 1.21 Geekawatts, an extremely low-tech look at the 1.21 most interesting stories in geek pop culture today. The last few days have been a whirlwind of activity around the vacant director's chair for Marvel Studios' Ant-Man. As you may recall, about a week ago, Edgar Wright left the project after roughly 7 years of involvement and development. On Friday, it was reported that the leading contenders to take Wright's place as director were these three names. 1. Rawson Marshall Thurber, director of We're the Millers and Dodgeball. Number 2, Ruben Fleischer, who directed Zombieland and Gangster Squad. Number 3, Adam McKay, director of the Anchorman films and Talladega Nights and lots of other stuff with Will Ferrell and company. After meeting with Marvel Studios, it looked like McKay might actually be the frontrunner for the job, perhaps partially because he's worked multiple times with Paul Rudd, who is starring in Ant-Man. But then on Saturday, McKay tweeted that his busy schedule was going to keep him from continuing with negotiations. He can't direct it, it won't fit into his schedule, so he's out. So it's hard to tell who the frontrunner is exactly now, but just as interesting are the types of directors that they're looking at. These are straight-up comedy guys. Is Ant-Man going to be that comedic? One of the strengths of Marvel Studios is that in some cases, not all cases, but in some cases they make genre movies that just happen to feature superheroes and exist in this shared cinematic universe. Captain America, the first Avenger, was a World War II period film. The Winter Soldier was a political thriller. Guardians of the Galaxy is being positioned as a sci-fi flick. So you understand what I'm saying? Is the plan for Ant-Man to be a comedy, a straight-up comedy that just happens to star a Marvel Comics superhero? Is that really the plan? We'll find out on July 17th, 2015, the release date, which, despite the scramble to fill the director's chair, Marvel Studios is sticking to. In other Marvel Studios news, we have a Thanos. He has been cast. Josh Brolin will have the honor of playing the baddest of bad guys, Thanos, or at least his voice. I think that the character is actually going to be motion captured. In Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers 3, possibly also in Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, for the sake of review, Thanos appeared in the mid-credits scene at the end of the Avengers. Here he is. Do you remember that good-looking guy? He's got a purple face, a weird ridged chin, and a big smile for anything that involves massive casualties. He's literally in love with death. She's a little thin, but has a great personality. I don't know. And of course, he's the big bad guy that the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe seems to be building towards at this point. Thanos is technically a member of the Eternals, one of the races of superpowered beings in the Marvel Universe. Some of the Eternals, including Thanos, were born on a moon in our solar system. For today's trivia question, I want you to name that moon. Look up in the sky and see if you can pluck an answer from the heavens. And if you do know the answer, leave it in the comments section attached to this video. The answer to Friday's trivia question was Cloak and Dagger, and no one got the correct response. Oh, sorry. Better luck with today's question. Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate the chance to nerd out with you. If you enjoyed this bite-sized chunk of Geekitude, please do share it with a nerdy friend and help spread the word. I would appreciate that. And you can always reach out to me in the comments section below or over on Twitter, where I am at BradBarton72, to let me know how you think it's going and if there are any stories that you think I should be covering. Otherwise, that's all for today. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll see you again on Wednesday. Bye-bye.